It was announced not too long ago that Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri was going to be removing one of their roller coasters, Thunderation. For those who are unfamiliar, this was the mine train coaster that had a huge cult following. It was considered to be one of the best mine trains out there. So without this ride, that will leave a huge empty plot of land for not just Silver Dollar City's land, but their ride collection. So what will replace it? And that's why I'm here to show off some of my ideas on what could be really cool replacements for Thunderation. So we have 6 different coaster models that I'll highlight. And before jumping in, if you love theme parks and roller coasters, make sure to subscribe to the channel because our goal for 2026 is to hit 1,000 subscribers. And that really means a lot if you take the time to click that little white button underneath your screen. So let's jump into the list. The first model just makes so much sense. That is a Vekoma launched family coaster. Something like Big Bear Mountain at Dollywood or the recently opened Tequila at Mendoria in Poland would be amazing here at Silver Dollar City. Without Thunderation, the biggest gap is a true family coaster, because if you take a look at the roller coaster lineup, it would go from Fire in the Hole to Powder Keg, so this fits like a glove. And Hershend is working with Vekoma at the moment to bring Flying Fox at Kentucky Kingdom to life later this year. This will definitely use the terrain, it can feature a few launches, and Big Bear is one of the best roller coasters for families. And I can see a similar ride ending up here at Silver Dollar City. And since it isn't too crazy, this just makes a whole lot of sense. Sticking with Vekoma, I just mentioned Flying Fox earlier. This ride is a Vekoma suspended family coaster which is up next to replace Thunderation. Another gap in Silver Dollar City's lineup, even with Thunderation, is that they don't have a roller coaster that is off the tracks, like an inverted coaster or a wing coaster. And also with this model blowing up, Silver Dollar City will be a pretty cool park to get one of these. The closest one you got is over at Frontier City with Steel Lasso, and that park is a little under 5 hours away, so they can get away with this. Since the plot is terrain based, it can ride along it, and the plot of land is pretty big too, so maybe it can come along with a new themed area. Oh, I just thought of something. Could you imagine something like a throw glider here, like the one coming to Six Flags Magic Mountain? That would be so cool. But anyway, another plus is that this is completely different from anything in the park. I feel like this will be a pretty solid addition for Silver Dollar City. Sticking with similar rides at Dollywood, over at that park, they have a wooden coaster called Thunderhead, and a similar style of ride would be really cool at this park. And sure, they already have Outlaw Run, which is another wooden coaster, but that one is different from a ride like Thunderhead. This would of course use the terrain, and since Hershend has worked with GCI before, both companies can design a similar but not exact ride to something like Thunderhead. Plus, the closest GCI you have is American Thunder up at Six Flags St. Louis, which is 3.5 hours away. So sure, this isn't the most realistic option, but a GCI at Silver Dollar City would be pretty cool. If they didn't want to go with GCI, there is another company called the Gravity Group, which can bring them a family wooden coaster. So the GCI was the most thrilling out of the 6 options, but the most realistic replacement for Thunderation is something for families, and if they wanted to go for a wooden coaster, this is their best choice. I'm imagining something like Bobcat up at Great Escape while using their patented pre-cut track, and it makes a world of a difference compared to normal wooden coasters having their wood stacked horizontally. The closest Gravity Group you have is really the Voyage over at Holiday World at a whopping under 7 hours away. So yeah, this will be a really cool addition for this park. Now let's switch back to steel coasters. Wouldn't it be cool if there was a Gerstlauer family coaster here? These have been blowing up all over the world. There was a new one called 100% Wolf coming to Germany at Plopsaland, formerly Holiday Park. And something like that over at Silver Dollar City would be world class. In the scope of family coasters, this model is one of the best. Like I've personally done Fire Chaser Express over at Dollywood, and that was an amazing family coaster, even though at the time I thought it was overrated. But anyway, this is a really good stepping stone between Fire in the Hole and Powder Keg. It can feature a launch out of the station, maybe feature a boost like 100% Wolf, and a spike too. It is a little weird having a spike because Powder Keg has one too, but that one hasn't been used in a very long time. Plus, this one will go forwards anyways. So Silver Dollar City, if you're watching this will be my pick to replace Thunderation, even though the Vekoma version is more realistic. Now on to my last prediction. Hershend hasn't worked with this company yet, but oh my gosh, how cool would it be to have an intimate straddle coaster in this plot of land? Something like Wavebreaker, and I know this isn't a straddle coaster, or a ride like Gold Rush over at Drayton Manor would be fantastic at Silver Dollar City. They can literally theme the ride vehicle to an actual train like what Thunderation was. Specifically, a ride like Gold Rush screams Hershend. I'm pretty sure it's the theme on why that's the case. It can feature multiple tricks just like Gold Rush. It can have a dynamic layout. I love this idea for this park. I'm definitely leaning towards a ride like Gold Rush over a straddle coaster, even though that would be cool. What would they even theme it up to? Maybe hoverboards like what they're doing over at Six Flags New England with Quantum Accelerator, but that's just an idea. If I had to choose the most realistic option out of the 6, by far the Vekoma family launch coaster makes the most sense for this park. Dollywood has done something similar. I won't be surprised if Silver Dollar City follows in their footsteps and makes their own version of Big Bear Mountain. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you think is going to replace Thunderation at Silver Dollar City? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Once again, our goal for 2026 is to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I am counting on you to make that happen. It would be amazing if you showed your support by subscribing to the channel. You can expect a new video at the least every 2 weeks, so make sure to keep that adrenaline pumping, and thanks for watching.